assortment of items or souvenirs that I've got throughout my travels, I guess. Not all of them, but quite a few of them, and I thought it'd be fun to do a show and tell type video with a little bit more emphasis on tapping and just kind of explaining what they are and where I got them and etc, etc, etc. So, without further ado, let's get started. There's also no real order to this, so let's just start. So this is a tea blend that I got from Colorado in the United States. Colorado and Washington are famous for lavender, and this one, I don't know if you can see, has little bits of lavender, and it has St. John's wort, which apparently is good for sadness and anxiety, just like mood stabilization. So I thought I'd try it out. I also got a scrunchie filled with lavender, but I couldn't find it. It had lavender inside the actual cloth, so it always smelled like real lavender. Also, as always, I'm so sorry if you can hear any traffic noises. Living in the middle of a city means it is hard to find a quiet moment to shoot my videos. But I've also had a lot of people say they couldn't even hear them when I've apologized in the past, so not sure. Okay. Next, I have these things that I got in Freiburg, Germany, which is a classic pen or quill, I guess, and some ink. And I got it at this really old-timey store. It's a very small university city in Germany, right near Switzerland and France. And I was really poor at the time and I couldn't afford any souvenirs other than these. I was studying abroad there. And I'm finally almost out of ink. The lady who ran the shop didn't speak much English, and so she was trying to describe what the scent of this was to me, and she was like, plants. And I was like, it smells like plants. And then another customer in the store spoke to her in German really quickly, and then was like, herbs. So it smells like herbs. And it's this really pretty dark purple color. And it's in German, and I can't read it, or I would. Nicht Fuller Taglich. I can't even begin. I studied abroad there, and I don't remember a single thing about German. It's crazy how fast languages leave you as soon as you stop using them. Next is a shot glass that I got in Costa Rica. I'm gonna do some fast tapping. Souvenir for a lot of places. But I really like this one. I don't see wooden shot glasses that often. But Costa Rica is so full of plants and animals. I've never really seen any biodiversity like it. And it really made me want to go to Thailand because I've heard the same thing. That Thailand has a ton of plants and animals. Oh, it's kind of like a lid sound. That kind of gives me ASMR. So this one is from Honduras, an island called Roatan in Honduras. And this person was selling them, and he had carved 100 different faces. They were all different. And I just thought, that's so cool, and it's really heavy. And it was only like $10. It's just amazing how many of these that guy must make every week or so. But I just love everything about this little sculpture. The profile, the face, and his eyes and his beard. It's all really cool, and the detail in his lips. Lips, 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 lips. And it says Roatan right there. I don't know why I'm so fond of this. I think my friends thought I was silly for buying it, but I just think it's neat. So this one I've actually used in a video before, I think. And it's carved out of wood. And it's my spirit animal from Guatemala. Now, I've never actually been to Guatemala, but my friend also studied abroad, but in Guatemala City, and she brought me back this. I love the southern, I guess it's Central America designs like this. But it's based on your birthday, sort of like the zodiac, and mine was this rabbit. I'm such a sucker for hand-painted crafts. And it has a hole right here that you can hang from your ceiling or onto your wall, but I've always just set it on my bookshelf. So yeah, this was a very sweet gift. One of my favorites. Next is this. Well, what do you guys think it is? What do you think the purpose of it is? When I saw it in this artist shop in Denver, Colorado, I had no Let me read a little page with my bad Spanish. Es que no es importante la guerra fuera de los corderos y las flores. No es esto más serio e importante que las sumas de un señor gordo y colorado. Y si yo sé de una flor única en el mundo y que no existe en ninguna parte más que en mi planeta. I'm still working on my pronunciation too, or it's so much harder when you're trying to talk fast. I almost want to do an entire video based on this tiny book because it's so nice. I wonder if The Little Prince is public domain. It's even got a little thing there. I bought it, and there were a ton of little tiny classics like this. A little mini book trigger sound video or something would be so sweet with this. Now these I bought in Mexico from a woman who made them herself. And they are covered in cat hair, so apologies, but it is hundreds of little tiny beads. And it's a wolf or a coyote and a cactus. And they're so pretty. I can't believe someone has the patience and the skill to do this. Gosh, there's so much cat hair on it. But it has a wooden base. And I have just one more item to show today, though I think I might do a part 2 to this someday, because I have a lot of little knickknacks that I've gotten from traveling. So they're these. I have actually 2 more like this, but I bought these tiles in New Mexico, and I glued them together myself to make little coffee coasters. I actually didn't clean them before this video, so they probably still have coffee on them. But I think they're really sweet. Got the sun here, and some lemons, and a cactus, and a bird on a flower. Tile work is so big in the Mexican culture, and therefore the southern United States, but I've always thought that my dream kitchen or dream house will have a lot of pretty tile like this. Okay, well, that is the end of my little show and tell. So thank you so much for joining me, and let me know where I should travel next. Well, at least when all of this nonsense is over and we can travel again. Okay. Well, until next time,